Hey guys, how's it going? I'm remaking the video of the Invoker build that I made previously about a week or so ago. The audio, me talking, was a little off. I wasn't too happy with it, and I want to make it a little bit better and easier to follow. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with this one. This video is going to be a little bit longer than my others, but it's going to help people hopefully push greater of 85 and me, like myself, also who's trying to push 86 and up right now. I'm going to make a video on that as well once it gets done, and I am recording constantly trying to get that done and upload as fast as I can for you guys, so hopefully it'll be up sooner than later. But until then, I'm going to go over the skills and sets of my Invoker set for Crusader, and also the items I use for the build, and of course also pushing and also farming. So depending what you want to do, I have both up, and also I'll have the follower up as the Templar, which I use as well, that will help you out in this guide. So enjoy guys, and hopefully this can help you out. Thanks. So first we're going to show off the items and what I expect in each one of them, and basically it's the key things you want to look for are on every item: cooldown reduction, attack speed, maximize as best you can, and additionally thorns on your rings, on your amulets, on your shield. If you can get thorns, the higher the better. 300 thorns will make all the difference in the world. Your goal here basically is to reach about 300,000 thorns. If you can get that, you're gonna be good. So the more the better. But also enjoy guys, and take a look what I got. After I show the items off, which you can pause and take a look at each one individually, I'll show them for a few seconds each. I will go more into the detail of the skill sets, one for the greater rift pushing and one for more of the quicker farm build. So I'll show you what's needed for those, and also the Templar items I use too to help me push these rifts as well, or just for simple farming and everything else. So enjoy guys, take a look at the items I have. Hopefully you can get things close, if not exactly, or better than I have. So good luck out there on the farming, and enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you guys in just a second. Thanks. Also, you want to roll physical damage on your bracers and also your amulet as well. If you find an amulet like I did, that actually you're going to see in a second, that has crazy stats on it, use it, but you want to find one with the socket, physical, and thorns. If you can find that crazy combo, you're doing better than I can. Also guys, the potion that I'm using is the one that fits my build the best. Use the potion that fits you better, whether it be the bottomless potion of the Lich, or the one that gives you resist to all, armor, whatever suits your needs. Use the one that's best fit for you. This is the one I use. Also, coming up just after this ring is the pig sticker. It has good stats all around, and it took me forever to find this. The only negative stat on it is the resource reduction cost by 8%. Other than that, I wish it had something else like life on hit. It would have been perfect then. Okay guys, so here are the skills that I use. Punish with Clarity to get me that extra block and attack speed. Law of Valor with Invincible for the extra life on hit and extra attack speed as well. Iron Skin Reflective Skin, obviously because it has damage reduction and then massively increases your thorns as well. Steed Charge with Endurance, that extra boost of speed from the 2 seconds to 1 second will help you go through rips immensely clear, or get rid of bad packs behind you as fast as you can. Consecration and Bed of Nails, yes, it works off thorns, but it's kind of a filler spot, and mainly it's more for the health regen and that little extra damage that can be helping you push a large like white pack, or something else you need to get done really quick. But mainly with the life regeneration, it helps out quite a bit. Then Aqua's Champion Prophet, they have that reset of, oh no, I'm going to die, to gain back full health and the extra flat out damage you have, and also increasing your armor. It's a key thing to your toughness. Fever, obviously, helps out with all the cooldowns and attack speeds. Hold your guard. You don't want to dodge. You want to block, and that extra 30% from that is huge. Iron Maiden, 50% more thorns, and finery obviously for the extra strength because you're Crusader. Next, we have what I put in the cube. One of the big things a lot of builds use, convection of elements. That extra damage from physical to 200% will give you a huge boost of damage to everything around you because you are a AoE / one solid, basically rift killer as well. Heart of Iron, your vitality, you want to get as much as you can, but you don't have to focus and gain vitality, but that extra 300% if you have 6, 7, 8,000 vitality is quite a bit, especially with the extra 50% from your skill passive as well, we mentioned before. And then finally, Blood Brother. Blood Brother is a two-handed sword that will give you maxed out 20% block, but then also whenever you block, you take less damage and you deal more damage as well. So not only is it serving the purpose of blocking so you can reset your cooldowns with your shield you have, but also it's going to give you that better chance of 100% block, because this build gives you 100% block basically 100% of the time. So every physical hit will hit you. You will literally be taking every shot. But because of your Justice Lantern, your ring, you're going to be taking a lot less damage as well. You're going to see your toughness just skyrocketed and you'll be laughing at just damage trying to kill you. Minus a few things here and there, but overall that damage reduction from your Justice Lantern is going to be huge and you're going to love it. Next we're going to talk about the Endless Walk 2-set piece. That's the Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge. Now you want to get these ones because while you're moving, running from pack to pack, you'll get an additional 50% just flat damage reduction. So when you're running through those big packs, the just AoE shots on the ground, range units, or whatever's hitting you, you can get through even as tougher and better without having to die. When you stand still, and hopefully you don't get a mob that's running around trying to escape from you, but just wants to sit there and fight you, or the pack surrounds you, which you want them to gather around you, a big white mob, or a Rift Guardian, or a rare pack, just standing still. The longer you stand still, the more damage you deal, up to 100% more damage. So you can see how this is starting to fit in with the thorns, standing still, increasing your damage a little bit, and you want this two-piece to either help you survive a little bit or push a little bit by just sitting there and beating in someone's face real easily. So quick sum up of the Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge. Next, we're going to look at the chess piece again, but this is kind of a give me chess piece because with this build, you don't use Wrath. Wrath is negligible, so any increased Wrath regeneration, increase your Wrath stats are useless, or reduce cost because you don't use it at all. But because of that, you'll always have this 50% damage reduction from this chess piece. Whether you have it cubed or on you, this is the one you want. Next, we're going to be talking about the Invoker working with the Belt of the Trove. Now, it doesn't matter on the second ability how much time is on it. The fact that from the two-piece set, you get 50% damage reduction from bombardment that lasts 20 seconds. Whether the belt casts every 6 to 8 seconds, that will be up basically after the first cast throughout the entire rift. You will have that flat-out damage reduction constantly, non-stop. Next, we're going to talk about why the pick sticker is, in my opinion, the best weapon for the Invoker build set. The reason is it has the most stats used for overall, and because of it, it has attack speed, cooldown reduction, and strength, and even beast and human extra % damage, which is great. It works better with the Invoker set as well. I've tried out hack and some other things, but pick sticker, just for the flat out attack per seconds, is the biggest thing. Because of this, your two set, your Thorns deal obviously damage to everything everywhere, but also each time you hit an enemy with punish, slash, or you block an attack, that's why having 100% block is awesome. Your Thorns are increased by 35% for 2 seconds. So because you want to be hit and blocked as much as you can, you want to use the punish for your more block chance and also increased attack speed, so you can get as many stacks as you can. I get on an average about 8 to 12 easily, fighting a one-on-one against the Rift Herald or some other big guy. If you fight the right boss or a right pack, you'll get the max stacks of 25. So personally, my thorns get up to about a little over, I think it was like 3.8 million about. So you can imagine that, especially with the six set piece, the attack speed of Punish and Slash are increased by 50% and deal 800% of your thorns to the damage to the first enemy you hit. So increasing your thorns up, also now you have from a weak weapon, no damage, up to like almost 4 million thorns. You're punishing someone's face for it over and over again. You can see how this stacks up very quick and can be very efficient and just start going off on things. But like I said, yeah, the Pig Sticker in my opinion is the best one, just for the flat out raw stats you need. The more the better. And obviously you want to use the cube to add the socket as well. So the only negative stat, like I stated before, is the reduce all resource cost. So if I didn't have that, but like a life on hit, this would have been a godly top tier roll weapon, but still pretty good overall. So that was the push build. This is the farm build that I made that works out very well for me. The key changes here are in the weapon slot for the cube is the Valkyr's shield. Whenever you provoke an enemy, you double your thorns damage to them. And in a big area you can kill a lot of things and do a lot of damage really quick. And it does work off your punish and some other things too, and the AoE splashing you're doing. Next, I changed the middle one with the Sanguine's Embrace. Basically says it has a chance to proc to deal 1000% of your thorn damage to an AoE hit. And doubling it with the shield and provoke, which you have to have on your abilities now, will do an immense amount of damage just farming through things really quick. The only big changes besides provoke and hit me, because you lose some block chance by getting rid of the Blood Brothers, and also you get rid of the stand your ground. Hit me gives you 50% chance to block. So hopefully with that, the Law of Justice is well changed up for decaying strength. It will give you a little bit more survivability, but in tier 10s and 13s, if you're speed farming, it shouldn't be a deal, but this should help like gather up packs and just blow them up that much quicker. Other than that, just a quick, fast farm build. This is what I do for fun, just so you guys try it out. If you want to try this for pushing too, feel free. Whatever build you like the best is the best one. Just find what you're comfortable with and what you like, and that's the best way to go for it. Last thing I want to go over for you guys is what I put on my follower, the Templar. So basically, let's go to the bottom left and around the items. I go for his skills as such, the heal, the loyalty, which is more health regen, the charge to help me keep alive, and then the quartering to give me charge and keep me alive just in case oh crap something happens. Thunder Fury because he has basically in combination with the Ring the Wayward to stun lock people. Surprisingly, he stuns them quite a bit and quite often. It's pretty cool. Other than that, not really trying to get him out too much going crazy, but some damage, so the more damage, the better on the weapon. Going sync with the shield, whenever he blocks, he deals a large amount of damage as well. The Oculus Ring, obviously because you want the best one for the secondary ability. You want to get that max 85% of a ring circle that lays on the ground to deal the most extra damage. I mean, don't try to focus on getting in the circle if you can't. It's great for speed farming, but if you can get a Rift Herald that spawns little guys, that's even better, and try to like make him come to you. If he's running away from it, you can't make it happen. Don't worry about it. But if it works out right, where you can get that extra damage boost, go for it. His legendary Templar relic, it doesn't matter what it is almost, but if you get block, it works out really well. You want the secondary effect of your follower cannot die. That's all you care about. Nothing else matters almost. Block chance is a bonus though with that shield you have over there. And lastly, the S of Jordan, the amulet. You want that because it is a free gather up taunt he does for you, and it does a slight knockback by pulling them all in. And the slow works out really well for you too. So really cool, really badass little thing right there. So yeah, that's the Templar I do. Last thing I also want to get over before I forget is the gems. As you can see in the top right up there, the diamond for the cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction's key. The rest, I go strictly strength. You can go resist all if you need it, if you feel like it, but it's up to you. Obviously, I use Borowski's, I think I said that right, chip for the thorns, and then taunt the first enemy you hit with your primary skill. That does not work with the provoke shield if you go for the speed farming. You have to actually have provoke equipped to work with it. Next, Bane of the Trap. Increased damage by X amount, depending on how high your gem is. Mine's 38.7. If they have any controlling impaired effects on them. And the secondary ability, gain an aura that reduces the movement speed of enemies around you in 15 yards. And that's equal to about thorn damage area 2, so it sets itself off really nicely. And then Bane of the Stricken is a standard for a lot of people. You can get this stacked up because of the attack speed you do. You can stack this thing immensely quick. You get stacks on this on Rift bosses just incredibly quick. It's not even a joke. You'll see your damage skyrocketing on them. But other than that, guys, that should be everything for me on this. And hopefully this guide slash little showing you what I did and how it worked out helps you a little bit. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions, please leave me a comment on the comments below. And I'd love to hear from you guys and tell me how you're doing with this build if you're doing it yourselves. I want to hear more because there's not very many Invokers out there. Mostly Hammered-ins and Lawn Bombs I've seen out there. I've tried the builds myself. They're fantastic, just not my style. I've just loved this build ever since it came out, and they fixed it and made it really great. So hopefully this helps you guys out and you learned a little bit something about this. If not, I'll do better and make better videos in the future, but see how it works out. Talk to you guys later.